Hi, I'm Rob's mom from Texas. Welcome to RobMotive.
Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to the channel. Hey, today we are going to start the light bar installation and the awesome connection that I have for it. I'll show that to you guys later once I'm all done with the, I guess the locating of the light bar, taking the front grill off, you know, right there. I hope that it comes off the same as the other one did. We now have not only the Tss sensor to mess with, but also the front-facing camera. Over here is the light bar that I'm going to put in. This is the same one that was in the 2018 that I had. It is a 30-inch, I believe. Yeah, it's a 30-inch light bar, LED, and there's a little bit of the detail if you're interested in that. I'm not going to read it all to you. I did get it from Diode Dynamics, you guys can see right there, and it worked really well inside the 2018, so I'm expecting that it's going to work the same in this truck. This time I think, and I don't think I did this before, I am going to go ahead and disconnect the battery because I am messing with connections here. And to take this grill off, it looks the same way as the other. We have this little push pin thing here. We have another one right here, and then of course the 2 bolts across the front here. And you want to make sure when you're doing this that you remove the little holders. Obviously we have the plug in here for the TSS system, and then down below here, let's see, right over here is the connection for the camera, so we're going to pull that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to get the grill pulled off, and then we'll move on with where the light bar is going to go, which is going to be right down in there. Okay, here's what I've done so far. I disconnected the negative terminal on the battery. I removed the 2 bolts or screws up here on the top of the grill, and then over there I removed that push pin and this push pin. And then also I've removed the holder here for the TSS sensor power, and it just unplugs right here via a little push thing on the back. You see this right here? You push this down and then it just pulls right out. That's it. Now, I had told you before there was another connector. I believe I mentioned this one right down here. You do not need to remove that. That's actually below the grill. So I was wrong about that. You don't need to unplug that. So right now we have everything undone, I believe, that we should need to take off to pull the grill. So I'm going to set you guys up. You can watch the carnage, and we're going to see if we can't go ahead and pull this grill off without damaging anything, ideally. I mean, that is the way we want to go. So one little tip for you, the little screw areas on top here, you want to pull those up just a little bit because there's little nylon inserts that protrude up through the holes. So you just want to pull those up a little bit. And you saw the grill pull forward, right? I haven't put any pressure on it yet, but it did pull forward. Now, in theory, and I'm going to do this rather carefully, so it might take a minute, I should be able to kind of just pull up and out, hopefully, to remove this grill. And it was that simple. There you go. Now, I'm going to take it over to the table and let you guys see the camera and stuff on here real quick, and then we'll move on with the rest. Okay, here you go. You guys can see this is the infamous TSS sensor, and then the camera here just actually bolts on with a screw through a little piece they put on the grill. So I do believe you could remove this insert pretty easily, if not easier than the last one. You still have all the little pins in here that you could pull the insert out with to replace it with the Pro insert, which is, by the way, something I'm looking at doing. So anyway, there's a look at the back of the grill for anybody who's interested in seeing that. Now we're going to go back over here and see about putting this light bar in, and it's going to go actually right down here, and it's going to screw in the brackets I have into these screws that you can see there and there. I believe we have to remove those. And last time we had a little fight with this panel. I actually had to cut the bottom parts off so that the bracketry would fit under there. on both sides. So we're going to see if we can do it this time without doing that. I don't know that I'll be successful, but we're going to take a look and see. So I'm going to go grab the brackets, and then we're going to see about fitting everything down inside there. Okay, just to show you guys, we have the bracket here. This is actually the bracket that holds the light bar, and it's going to bolt in to these two bolts right here in the front. Let's see if I can move that. These two bolts down here. So you have to loosen, actually take off these nuts, if you will, and then fasten the bracket in behind those nuts. And that's what the light bar, right through that hole there, fastens onto. Now, I'm going to tell you, it is a bit of a bear to get these things off because they're in there tight. And the panel that I took off, which is laying up there, I do think I might be able to muscle that back on without cutting it this time. We'll see. So my next step is to get these bolts out of here so that I can fasten this bracket on and then be able to get the light bar on as well. And I think last time when I did this, I actually put the light bar on those bars before I put it all down there because there just wasn't enough room to work once you had those fastened down, and then try to connect the light bar as well. So we're going to see this time, trying to do things a little differently, a little better. So we'll see. Okay, I have finagled with it. I have got it on. Only one injury there and a couple there. I don't think I have any other injuries, but it's in, it's on. So let's take a look down there real quick. You guys can see the bracket here is bolted on. The light bar is right here behind it. And same thing over here, obviously, with the light bar behind it. Let's take a look in the front. Hopefully I've got it positioned well. You guys can see it right there. It runs right across this slat in the front. I think it looks pretty good. I think it actually looks pretty even. So now we'll have to do the wiring part. I do have to put the grill back together. It's just the reverse, of course, of what I've done already. So I'm not going to run through all that because it's pretty simple. You just put it back on the way it came off. That's going to be the end of this video. I'm going to cut it off here because I don't want some big long video. I am going to put what's called a trigger switch in, and that is going to be awesome. That's going to enable me to have 3 additional lights, all remote controlled. Should be pretty cool. We're going to do that in the next video on the install. So I'll show you how to wire that. It looks pretty darn easy, and if it works the way it's supposed to, the way it's built to, it should be pretty awesome. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think so far. That was how you put a light bar in the front of a 2020 Toyota Tacoma. I will say so far, everything except the additional harness for the camera looks to be the same, including the grill insert. So anybody out there looking to go for a pro grill, if you can find a way to mount your camera, assuming you have one, I think it will work. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't before and you're interested, check out my my 2020 Jeep Gladiator channel. It is RobMotion. And don't forget to click that notification bell before you head out of here so that you don't miss any future videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.